Good morning.
Good morning. Look at us recording early with our tea. Are you having tea or coffee?
I have coffee. Doesn't my arm look so weird? Does it
Oh
look
my
weird?
God, it looks like it's like a one of those like Gumby things.
Yeah, it's like really long if I reach it. It's way
And
too
why is it like doing that? That's an optical illusion.
I don't know. It's so weird. Maybe
Uh,
if I put it more towards the camera, it makes it even weirder.
oh my God. Wait, does mine do that? Wait, let me pull on. I have a sleeve on.
Yeah, maybe it looks a little stringier than normal. I don't know.
Stringy.
We'll see. Like it makes it look like really skinny, just like long and skinny. I don't
Something.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, Married at First Sight episode. What did we do? 7 and 8.
We did 7 and 8. Before we hopped on, I was telling you, I just have to share this with everyone because I'm so happy. Jagger, my son, 17, put together a workout for me. It has been one of the most fun things. I just have to tell everyone if you have a teenage son and you're a mom, and he will like do this with you because I'm sure some won't. I'm very lucky. Oh my God, go work out with him. If you have a teenage son, go work out with him. It is so fun.
Okay, so where do you guys go? What are you doing?
So we go to our community center and
Oh, like in your apartment complex?
no, we have like in the town I live in, we have
Oh,
a community center that is new for like the residents. I think if you're a non-resident, you can go too, but you have to pay more. Um, they have a really nice facility. And so he goes with me and like we do plyometrics, which he does for volleyball. And like he is a line one in human design. So he researches majorly. And he put together this whole big workout and he does that with me. And then he also takes me to like the weight machines and tells me like things to do with weight
yeah.
that's like different than what I have done before or thought about doing or whatever. And I've done like, I mean, I know what I'm doing on weight machines because I grew up with that. But anyway, um, it is just like the bonding is top notch. With
That's awesome.
yeah, it's you go like when Cole gets older, like you all have to do it. It's just amazing.
Okay, we will. If he's into working out, I work out a lot. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
The tough cookie. We'll see what he's interested in.
Yeah, and it's also really cute because we'll run into people he goes to school with and like, that's a fun little aspect to see too. So anyway,
Yeah, that is fun.
yeah. Okay, enough about the mom mode. I'm just like so happy with it. Um, and he makes me to wear my legs feel like jello, by the way. Like he pushes me.
Yeah.
So, um, okay, so back to Married at First Sight. Or do you have anything you want to share?
Um, no. I'm here. I'm alive. It's gonna be a good day. We've been a little grumpy here this morning. And I'm fasting this morning, so I'm really trying to just like not be moody. Everybody else
Yeah.
is a little moody this morning. We're a little off today. It's fine though. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Well,
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm gonna get me a nap.
that would be, this is the perfect weather for a nap. Like our weather here has been
Yeah.
shit. And I keep rubbing my eyes just to like my eyes are watering like crazy. It's just like allergy, sinusy weather. Um, so yeah, the clouds are here, so take yourself a nap.
Next week is supposed to be better. It's supposed
I,
to be like hot, super hot and sunny all week.
I
And
know I
I'm
can't
ready
wait. I'm going to be in
for it.
Kentucky most of the week visiting my family. I'm so excited, but it's supposed to be really nice there too. So
Hopefully it'll be warm there. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be. I
I would
think
be really grumpy if I left and like we were supposed to have good weather and you went somewhere with bad weather because we've been having such bad weather. I'd be so grumpy.
I would be so pissed. I would probably load everything up and come back. I would be
Yeah.
like, I need the sun.
I love you guys. but I'll be back next week because we've been having such bad weather.
I
It's weird.
know.
It's like the season here. Like spring is like dragging on, then fall goes like fall and summer and fall go really late. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Anyways, episode 7 and 8.
Oh my God, girl, we have so much to talk about. I am like, tell me, like, did you feel that way? Like, there is just so much to talk about because it is like
Yeah.
people were getting on my fucking nerves.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting episode. Episodes. I feel like 7 might have had more stuff than 8. Like some of my stuff is like little things like so something I found interesting was when was it I think it's Emily and Austin, right? Is it Emily and Austin?
Yeah. No, Emily and
Emily
Brennan,
and Brennan.
Austin and
Austin and
Becca.
Brennan are interchangeable to me for some reason. They are just like
Uh-huh.
the same person. I really
They
have
are,
a hard
yeah,
time.
Brennan and Austin are kind of, they have similarities. I can see why you would do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So when they were talking about like their legacy, but they
Mm-hmm.
were only referring to it with money, which I know that they're younger than I am and like they haven't started a family. I just find it interesting what people feel like a legacy is because like money does make the world go round. Like you have to have money to live. Yes, and to have a whole bunch of money where you don't have to worry about things, that would be wonderful, right? Like who doesn't dream of a life like that where you're just rich and you have to do nothing because you're just so rich and you can just do whatever all day. But like I mean, it's good that they agree because they're in this relationship together and having, common interests. That's good. But I just found it interesting that that was like kind of their focus was like their legacy was going to be money.
Yeah, I found that interesting too. And then I also found it really interesting that, well, two things. Number one, like, so from what I get from the show, she's basically been like a workaholic, which is one of the reasons that she's never even had like a boyfriend or a relationship that's lasted beyond like 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so he was kind of like, yeah, I want you to keep that job. That's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us alive. Like all of that, which is fine. Like, don't get, I know I probably sound like a 1950s housewife half the time on here. And that isn't my point. Like, I also, before I got really sick, like I had a really important job and I had a great career and all of that. Um, but I definitely was not a workaholic at all. Like I was like, I'm putting in my time and that's it. Like I'm not taking this shit home with me. I want to play. I want to be a mom. I want to be a friend. I want to be a lover. Um, but I think that like I'm curious because in that conversation, I don't feel like they talked a lot. It sort of came up, but they didn't really talk a lot about like they mentioned kids, but not like, well, who's going to raise these kids and like what does that look like? How can you
Mm-hmm.
still be a workaholic mom? I mean, not that you can't be, you can, but then when do you have time to make love to your husband? When do you have time to play with your kids? Like I think of those things. When do you have time to like make a home? Because how a home feels is so important. It's not just like four walls. It's everything, the energy in it and the that you create.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
I think some people have a different personality, obviously, or different like desires in their life. And maybe their desire
mhm,
is
mhm,
to still work and they love working, but they also can love their kids and pay
yes.
somebody to clean and whatever. Like I think some people genuinely are good with the work mom life, like going
Oh
to work,
yeah.
picking up their kids, running them to t-ball, running them to baseball, running them here and there. And I think some moms can rock it. I think what you're
But how
saying
do
is
you be
really
a workaholic and do that? Like that's I get working and doing that, but like she literally like that was her entire world, and it still is, and she talks about that. And
Yeah.
it sounds like he wants her to keep that up. Like something's got to give somewhere.
Well, we'll see when when they get back home. Maybe his perspective will change. But I do think a lot of burnout happens when you start having kids, because we went to my friend's house last night and I could just see it all over her, and I'm like, yeah, yep, yep. And she only has one kid right now, and I'm like, yep, I get it. I was there. I
Yeah.
totally get everything you're feeling, every emotion you're experiencing right now. Like,
Yes.
I used to be there.
Because she's
Like,
working,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
it's fucking hard.
And she works at a bank, so I mean those are like hard hours, I think, with a kid.
Yeah.
And I was spoiled as a teacher because I worked like 6:30 to 2:45 every day. It was like my thing. So I was home early. Like, I worked not very far from the house. I was home super early every day. So I felt like I got a big chunk with my kids versus her schedule. She gets home at 5,
Yeah.
and then you have all these other things to be doing. I don't know.
Well, the second I get that. I get it. I think that would be hard getting home at 5 because kids, a lot of times, depending on their age, they're in bed by like 8.
Yeah.
But I also, the other thing I found cute, or like, yeah, I thought it was cute with them, with Emily and Brennan, was that she was saying how terrible she is with money and she like
Yeah.
spends all of her money. And he was like, oh God, I'll definitely take a look at that. We're going to know where every penny goes. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
so cute because he was like, and in his, you know how their friends and family like write something to read at the wedding?
Mhm.
Like in it, I don't know if you remember, but it was like he will go over every detail of the check when you're at a restaurant and you will not ever be overcharged 1 cent for anything. And
That is so funny. I think that's good and bad. Hopefully he does it in a good way
oh yeah,
when he looks at her budget, because that could go south real quick. Like,
yeah, yeah,
I feel like some people think, their way of spending is far superior than other people's,
yeah.
and then
But
it
it's
just becomes
all
like a big
really,
thing.
what
Oh,
are your values? Like what do you enjoy spending money on,
mhm.
and what do you, and obviously like saving is important. Um,
Yeah.
so it's not that, it's just funny because yeah, sometimes that can become an issue too if like, because okay, like she had hair extensions, right?
Oh my gosh, I
And
was
that's
literally
expensive.
I had like two more things to bring up about them. Was the alcohol they drank. They drank a ton of alcohol, and I was like,
How were they still standing? I would not be able to
I,
formulate a sentence.
she must be. It's either their weak drinks or they're just really good at drinking.
They
And
were drinking
he was
red
not
Bull
that super
shots.
into it. She's like, here, keep going, and he's like, are you
He
sure?
said, I'm just glad I didn't throw up.
I don't know. I don't know how she did it.
I forget a sentence. I couldn't say a word probably if I
Yeah,
drank all of that. Like, no.
I would black out. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, blackout drunk, totally blackout. Also, though, so like, okay, first of all, well, I was gonna say, she spends a lot on, which I think women spend more on like beauty and looking good than men anyway, because we just
Yeah,
have more things to do. Um, which that's a whole nother conversation if that's good, bad, positive, negative, whatever. But it's like I love adorning myself in like oils and like non-toxic perfumes and face creams and lotions and all of that. I love it. It's something my nana taught me as a kid, and I feel it's like so feminine. Um, but besides like the fact that women just spend more on that, it was funny because like she has hair extensions and that obviously costs a lot, right? And
that was a
maybe,
whole mess. That poor girl.
maybe that's something he's gonna be like, oh my God, like why are you spending this on this? I don't know. But we can go there about the hair extensions because my mouth was gaping open, like my jaw, literally, I realized that my mouth was wide open watching that scene. So for people who don't know, she tried
Yeah,
to do that. What is that called? Where they're in those boots and it pushes them up above the water. They look like they're on like a rocket ship.
Yeah, I've not. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well,
Yeah, I
when she did that, she fell under, and like that wind stuff is still going, like pushing all the water around you. And it matted her hair and like tangled it into bird's nest, like with her hair extensions. And so for
yeah,
a
it was
couple
bad.
days, she could not even get it brushed out at all. She tried. So, and this Becca, so cute, was trying to help her with it. Like, and she put it in
Yeah.
those little buns, like just trying to make her like look cute at least. So this person that works at the resort that could not even speak English had to come and try to get her hair extensions out and get rid of this matted rat's nest in the
I
back.
was gonna say like over an hour.
It took an hour and a half, and he ended up cutting her hair. Like the back of her hair has to have bald spots, or
Yeah, it
like
looks
hair
like
that's like 1 inch long.
can you imagine though, like just meeting somebody and having all of that go down, and then you're like, I feel like the ugliest person ever. Like that's how I would
Oh,
feel. She looked
oh,
fine,
me too. I
but
literally,
I would have been a train wreck. I would have cried.
oh, me too. She didn't even cry. So what's funny, I was telling my mom about this yesterday because I was like talking to her when I was on my walk. And I was just telling her about this because she hasn't seen the show. And I said, I don't know. I can't tell if these people on this show are like super emotionally regulated. They have just the most amazing nervous systems on the planet, or if they're just like totally fucked up. Because two things. Number one, if that was happening to me with my hair, I would full on have a panic attack, like
Yeah,
full fledged panic attack. My new husband would have to be like in my face helping me breathe because
and you're on TV.
I would literally lose my fucking mind. Number one. The second thing I was thinking, and this was on my list I need your feedback about, like these people don't know the person that they married at all, right? So they marry someone that they don't know, which would already make me have anxiety and a panic attack. But on top of that, they go to this honeymoon and they are all just acting like so normal, like they've been like known these people for their whole lives or something. I mean, if I was on a trip with a complete stranger who I also, by the way, just married, I would be a basket case.
So you'd be more like Claire and Cameron.
No, not even like them. I
You'd
would
be
be
worse.
I would be so I don't like Claire and Cameron's, like they got better, I think, but I don't love how they interact with each other. Like I could be
No.
lovey and I could be kind and stuff if I felt a connection, like how Emily and Brennan and Becca and Austin are more.
Mhm.
I could be like that. I would also have intermittent, complete, total meltdowns like, what the fuck have I done? Why am I here? I can't breathe. I'm gonna like just spin out of control. And then I would get myself together and then I would be back.
So you'd be like psychotic, basically.
Yeah.
She would not be able to regulate herself. I think though, like the two couples that actually get along well, I think that they're just they just did a good job picking those people and putting them together. Like both couples just seem so easygoing. Like I'm sure there will be things, but I think they're just kind of like go with the flow people. Like if she's putting away that much alcohol, I don't know that she would care too much about being bald. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I feel like if you're just that carefree and you're just throwing them back and you're having a good time, that's a big assumption on my part. But that was a lot of alcohol. Like, how did they not have alcohol
So much.
poisoning?
It
Like,
was,
alcohol poisoning.
I can't imagine her liver. I mean, I
Yeah.
keep saying her, like he held it too, but he's like a Russian. That's awful to say, but he's like, my dad drinks vodka instead of water. Like,
Yeah.
um, so I'm like, okay, but she And also, like, she's smaller than him, right? Like, I just think, yeah, and it was straight shots of mezcal. So it wasn't like, oh, they had a few beers or like, I don't know. But uh,
Mixing all of that, that just makes my stomach hurt thinking about it.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I would be barfing for sure. There's no way I could hold that in or keep that down. But um, you made me snort when you were like, maybe she doesn't care about being bald because she's so drunk. Yeah.
I'm just saying that she seems to like to have a good time. She's the one that was doing the handstands. Like I don't
Oh,
know. I
yeah.
think she just might be
She's a party girl.
confident in who she is, and maybe she's thinking when she gets back home, she'll just get her extensions fixed. Like,
Yeah.
I'll get them fixed.
But
Um,
would you be able to, I mean, seriously, would you be able, do you think, to go there? So the layer of being married, I think is what would freak me out. Like I could probably, like on Love is Blind, how they're engaged and they go on the trip. I think I could do that and enjoy myself. Because even if I hated the person, I would just be like, I want my own room. I'm here in like this tropical location. I'm gonna have fun and whatever. But like knowing I'm actually married to a person that I don't know, that level of pressure, I think would
yeah,
do me in. Like, could you just go and like enjoy yourself
I
and
don't know if they were attractive and I was attracted to them, I could. But if I was in a Claire and Cameron deal, I could not. I would just be like, or Lauren and Orion for that matter. If I was in a group like that, there's no way.
yeah. Yeah, I mean the attraction definitely would help. That's why I was saying if I was, I feel like I could like I would still have moments of panic, but I could like
Yeah, but if you had an Austin's so sweet and just so supportive. Like when she was talking to him about like how she used to never be able to travel or do anything because she was just such an anxious like ball of nerves. And he's like, "Wow, you've really come a long way." Like he just seems like such a nice person. Like I think I could easily settle in with somebody like that. But if I was with
that's true.
a
Hmm.
Cameron who's always like, well, I think her attraction is growing. And I'm like, if you talk about her being attracted to you one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. Because clearly you're on this show for one reason. You just like want to get laid, apparently. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like you're in it for love. And maybe he's using
Oh.
it wrong. Maybe he should be saying connection versus attraction. But he uses the
Oh.
like
See,
constant.
I kind of wondered if um I kind of wondered if because they don't feel attraction or like they don't seem very like natural with each other, if that's making him more anxious. So that's the thing he's like zeroing in on because that's like the problem, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
because for the rest of your life, like I could not, we've talked about that with the spark and stuff. Like, I could not be with someone that I wasn't like really attracted to, that I didn't want to like touch and kiss and be with.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that I could be married to someone I didn't feel that for.
I
Um,
think it can grow. Like I do think it can grow, but like with the way his personality is and like he's off to a rough start. Like, yeah, I
yeah.
might be that physically attracted to you, but if you were really nice and like treated me really well, I probably could get to a better point with it.
Mm.
I might not always be super attracted to the person, but with him like running off at from her at the airport or like just the way he talked,
Uh-huh.
forget what his comment was. I think I wrote it down. Something about let me look. He made a stupid comment. I was like, what the heck? Oh, he said he's a boy ready to paddleboard, is what he said. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm a boy
Okay.
ready to paddleboard. And I'm like, that is not the way to talk about yourself, dude.
Right. Okay. I did not like that. And he is definitely hyper focused on this. But I will say that I did write something down about Claire that really pissed me off because I feel like she's emasculating him in a lot of ways. And
Yes, but I
she,
have been in that position before. I've done what she has done, where
oh,
like
me
you're
too.
looking at somebody, you're not very attracted to them, and
Mhm.
you're like,
Right.
this whole outfit not work. Like she's just not expressing it in the right way. She's just like dogging him and like kind of picking on
Right.
him.
What pisses me off about that, I mean, I'll just say it. I don't give a shit. She's like going to be a therapist. So I just think that my standard for her is that if you're almost done with school to be a therapist, then you need to start with yourself. Like everything starts with you inside and how you
Yeah.
act, how you behave, and how you show up in your life. I don't want to follow people and get advice from people who are not living a life that I would want to be living. So for me, like, and I'm saying this as someone who, like, I'm not a therapist, like a licensed therapist, but I definitely, like, I do life coaching, I do health coaching, I do consciousness work with people. I have to live it first. And I hold
Yeah.
myself to that standard. And not that you have to always be perfect and all that. Like, stress definitely can, like, pull things out of you that you're like, "Oh, shit, why did I do that?" That I, like, reverted back to some state of myself that I don't love being. And I understand that happens, but I feel like she's had opportunities to pay attention to herself, and she's not. Like, first of all, she made fun of
Yeah, but
him
like you're
for what
saying,
he was wearing. Like, "Oh, your swim trunks are so short." Like, she's some big goddamn fashionista. I would not wear.
I mean, I've done it before. Let me tell you, I've done it before to people, and I'm like with men, and
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
make some derogatory comment for the fact I'm like, oh crap, like that was not cool. I did
Right,
not
but
handle
I'm
that well.
saying.
Instead of saying, well, if I think this is attractive, instead of like being mean to the person, I could have just easily have said, I really think like jeans and a white t-shirt is attractive.
Right, that's what I'm saying, like, you don't have to love everything someone wears, but, like, the way she was going about it was like, "Let me cut you off at the knees and let you know I am not attracted to you at all, and I'm gonna say it in, like, a very mean and hateful way." And
Yes.
then she also, I felt like it was in a different way, like, she wasn't cutting him off at the knees necessarily, but, like, when they were in the van or the bus or whatever, and they were waiting to see if the rain would clear up so they could go on their cruise. And all the couples were like snuggling and sleeping. Well, he's very, very tall, as we've talked about before. And there was a row in front of him. So he scooted over to the single seat with no seats in front of him and like had his legs out straight. And she's like, "Why did you move over there?" Like rude. And he's like, "Oh, so I could put my legs out." And instead of just saying, "Oh, stay over here with me, I wanna snuggle with you, like, I wanna sleep on you, like, I wanna," and being vulnerable about her desire, she, like, made him wrong and made him feel bad and was, like, mean to him because he scooted over and made it like, "What an asshole for you to scoot over there, blah, blah, blah," instead of just saying what she really desired.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe the way she handled it was like pushing her agenda of the fact that they're probably not best suited for each other. Like, I think that she probably already recognizes it. I think he probably already recognizes that this is like headed towards divorce. Like, I think that's my opinion. And I think that, I don't know, sometimes, especially after the whole like airport thing, you can just start like stacking up your list of
Mhm.
offenses instead of trying to make it work. Like, I think maybe they do, maybe some way, some twisted way, want to like make it work, but they definitely have a lot of differences.
No, yeah, I agree. I'm just saying for her to show up in her own integrity, and maybe that is integrity for
Well, but I
me.
think what you're saying though, because you just said that she's going to school to like be a licensed therapist, like her education and your education are two different things. Her purpose and your purpose are like two different things, I think, because when people go to school to like be a doctor, they don't treat the actual problems anymore. They just
Okay.
try and give them medicine. So I think it's maybe her goal is to help people just like your goal is to help people, but it's two different
I see. So
paths, two different roads and belief systems versus like medical people. And I'm not saying all doctors are bad, whatever, but versus like holistic medicine and like traditional medicine. There's just two different paths there.
yeah. Okay. I mean, I can see what you're saying. 100%. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
no,
think
it
that
does. It's
you're
just
right. I think she needs to check herself and get in with alignment. But I feel like a lot of people who go to school for psychology and blah, they just like end up with this very like high opinion of
yeah.
themselves or what they think or their thoughts or whatever.
Yes, like they're yeah. Like
Instead
they're
of being able to understand that's not the point. The point is for not for more people in the world to agree with you and do what you're doing.
yeah.
It's so
Yeah, I just felt like I don't know, like just watching her, I'm like, "Oh, girl, you gotta like reel it in and start owning what you want, what you desire." And even like if you don't want him in particular, like you're thinking, God, I just wish I had someone to sit here and snuggle with, but I recognize it's not him, then you
yeah.
still don't say that to someone, right? Like, I mean, in my
Mhm.
opinion, like you don't. So, um, and again, like you were saying, I mean, I've been there too, where it's like, why are you going over there and not sitting by me? Like, I want you by
But
me, but
that's
that's
when
just,
we were younger too. Like,
yeah,
how old is she? I don't know how old she is. I don't remember. Oh my gosh,
they're
there's
in
a
their
giant
30s. I think they're in their 30s.
bug on my wall that can't stay there. Okay, hold on. Keep talking. I'm listening. It's got to
Um,
go.
you're hilarious. I think they're in their 30s, so I just feel like it's kind of like I don't know. It's I'm over it. I don't like how it's happening. Um,
Yeah, well, I was that way a lot until I had kids. I had multiple kids, and then it was like, I don't have time. I don't have time to worry about that stuff. My husband goes out of the house looking like a mess. I don't have time to care. I don't even care if my kids leave the house looking like a mess. As long as I'm a 10, whatever. The rest of them can do what they need.
love it. I love it. As long as I'm a 10, I'm good.
I mean, depending on where we're going, but like, I just don't have the energy anymore to
Mhm.
spend on being like, ew, your outfit is so gross. And my new thing that I do, and just personally, what I do, and I got this from Chip and Joanna Gaines because I think that they're so cute.
They
It's
are.
like I just talk to him when he's looking hot. I'm just like, man, you look so good in that outfit today. Or like when he's doing something I think's cool, like, wow, that is so nice. Like you are so strong or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I feed into this stuff that I like am interested in, and if I don't like it, I just don't worry about it because there's bigger problems in the world than him wearing
Yes.
a gray shirt with like another pair like a gray short that's like this. Anyways, it's
I
fine.
understand you're like, that doesn't look good, but whatever. There's bigger fish to fry in the world.
Let's just go. I look great. Let's just go.
Oh my God, that is so funny. I love it. Yeah.
Uh,
We could all take that advice, Emily. We could all take that advice.
I'm just saying.
Um,
Let's talk about Lauren and Orion though, because they're gonna take a minute probably. Like I don't have my watch on. I have no idea how long we're going, but
Me either, because I forgot to notice what time we started, but it doesn't matter.
no, it
Um,
doesn't.
okay, I do want to talk about them, and then also remind me to I want to circle back to something about Becca and Austin that's short. Okay, just don't let me
Okay.
forget it.
Yeah, that could be a happy note. Becca and Austin could be a short happy note. Is it a good thing?
Well, I'll just say
Wow.
I I just think she might start getting. I think it might get old because she has mentioned multiple times that she likes a deep conversation. And he can't go there. He won't go there. He refuses to go there. So he's either going to have to go there at some point to fulfill this need in her. Because I understand that, like, I'm like that too. I love like surface level funny, silly bullshit
Mhm.
stuff and like being sarcastic and joking and but like I also need depth.
I
And
think it depends on the kind of man you want. I don't know, because
but
if you
she
want
has
if you
depth.
want if you want more depth, go talk to Orion for a while. He's deep.
Oh yeah, but he's too feminine. Like I have deep conversations like in my relationship that I have, and he's very masculine. Um,
I think it depends. I guess it depends on what kind of deep you want to talk about. Because like we can have conversations that I would consider to be like really good, in-depth like discussions, I guess. Like a really good discussion.
yeah.
But I also think like I don't know, depending on what the topic is, like he's not gonna go there.
Right, but I'm just saying
Like what
based
topics
on
does she want to be deep about?
well, like she said she wanted to talk about religion. She
Oh yeah.
also said that there was something else and oh, I know this last one they were talking about like he was like downplaying how in tune they are and how good things are with them because he didn't want to hurt other people's feelings. And he was like, well, I don't have to put, make them feel bad. And she's like, no, but you don't light someone else's flame by extinguishing your own, which I agree with. But
Yeah,
he,
that's such a balance.
but he wouldn't like have like, it was like he just stopped the conversation because they like didn't agree or he couldn't go there or whatever. Like it was just, and I can just see her getting frustrated. And I think eventually he's going to have to stop making everything silly. Like he's
Hmm.
going to have to get serious at some point. And nobody wants like nonstop serious all the time like Orion is. That's gross. And also
Right.
he's just maternal and ugh. But um but I'm just saying I'm curious as to how it unfolds with them with Becca and
Mhm.
Austin because I'm noticing she's brought it up several times and this is gonna be a point possibly where it's like this becomes an issue if he can't go there.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. And I do remember her saying that. I just thought it was like a casual mention. Like, well, eventually I want to talk about these things, but I don't know if we're ready for them yet or not. But yeah, I'm gonna keep a better eye on that.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, off to Lauren and Orion because whoa, we got some things to say about them.
That whole thing, I would have just quit right then and there. I was just like, we're
But
done. This
me,
was fun. I'm out.
the redskin comment.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Peace out.
out. So for
I just
people,
thought it was like really for him not knowing her. I just thought it was really
well,
extreme, and
for
I understood
people,
why she laughed because it was like it got awkward fast. So I understood why she laughed because I was like, yeah,
yeah,
it got weird quick. And I probably would laugh too because I'd be like, what the heck just happened?
right. Do you want it to? Oh my God, my little string of my white sweatshirt like went down in my tea, but thank God it didn't touch it. Anyway,
I've
and
gotten my hair in my coffee before if I'm not paying attention. It's like on the counter, and then I like pick my head up, and then like coffee goes everywhere.
yeah,
Oh, it's been the worst.
so no. And but do you want to tell people what happened, or do you want me to? Because some of
Oh,
the people don't
you're
know. They don't
great. You're great at recapping. Go for it.
know. So they're like sitting in the hot tub talking, and she's black, he's American Indian. They are talking about like culture and this and that. And I think she asked him like if there's anything with his culture that is like a big deal to him or off limits or something.
Yeah. Well, I think she asked him if he uses the N word. I
Oh
think
yeah, yeah, you're right. She did.
and then that's when he was like, she's like, well, I've said, redskin before.
No, he asked if she had, and she didn't know what it was.
Is that how it went? I guess I was
So
like not.
she 100 or he 100% asked, or she asked him about the M word. You're right. And he said, well, like when I've sang songs before, like I was just ignorant and like whatever, you know. And she's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. And she's just chill about it because she's like, and she talked about this later, like you can't get like mad about every single little thing that people do. Like, what's the point, you know? And so, anyway, he said something about redskin, and do you know what that means or something? And she went, I don't. And then she went, oh, right now I'm looking at you and your face. I know what that means. Well, okay. I'm part like American Indian. I'm also part Black, as you know. I'm also like German and Irish, whatever. But I, you 100% have red undertones in your skin, like you do as an Indian. Like there are red undertones, just like there's gold undertones for some types of skin, and there's, you know, like we know this when we go look at makeup and stuff. It's like, are you neutral? Are you red? Are you gold? Whatever. So when she said that about, I see, oh, your face, I can see it. Like he got so pissed. And then he
We
was like,
have to rewatch that whole thing because that is not my memory. But go ahead.
yes. So I
I
watched,
thought she said it or something. I don't know. I was doing dishes. In all fairness, I was doing dishes while I was watching.
oh, yeah, no. She was like saying, oh, now I know. Oh, I just right now know what it means because I'm looking at your face. And like it, you know, he has like red undertone, whatever in his skin. And he got so pissed. And then he was like saying how it wasn't even about that. It's about when Indians were scalped. Um, you know, when like the other settlers came in, whatever. And I'm just gonna say there can be one more than one version of the truth, and they can all be true. And but either way, she wasn't being malicious or mean or anything. And
Yeah.
he just was like so rude with her and condescending, and like that was just the worst thing that she could have ever said. And she's just thinking like, oh, I'm getting it now. I see. Oh, now I see where that comes from. Anyway, now that we like know what happened, I've told people what happened if they didn't watch. You can like, I want to know what you were going to say about it and what your thoughts were, the takeaway.
But I was going to say about it, I think we've talked about this before. I think people can have an opinion and have feelings and have emotions. That's great. Like, have all those things. But what made me uncomfortable is like he doesn't know her that well. She doesn't know him that well. So to like get that upset about it is
Yeah.
just like super uncomfortable. Like to me, that puts like a weird taste in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I just would have been like, okay, I'm done. Like I can't do this. I don't know him that well. Like, I mean, I don't know. When Jeremy and I like argue now, I guess I know him well enough, like that I feel comfortable if he's like going to be grumpy or something with me if I say something wrong. But in such an early stage in a relationship, like I don't know. I probably would have been like heading for the hills. And
Yeah.
also, like she had asked about her culture stuff and like, you know, have you said anything derogatory towards my culture? Yeah, you know, blah blah blah. And then when it came to her saying something and not understanding something, it was like the end of the world, in my opinion, like blown out of proportion for the situation. Like you only know what you know. So like to get mad at somebody about something they've never experienced or they don't know.
Yeah.
I understand getting frustrated, but the whole situation just made me super uncomfortable. Like I just got really uncomfortable by it. Like, I just don't like how he handled it. Like, it just wasn't like handled well. And I think this is how I feel, because based on what he has shown us, that he's on the lookout maybe to be offended. Like, I feel like some people in different cultures, like, they're just like, yeah, I am who I am, whatever. And then there's other people who are like ready and willing to be defensive and jump down somebody's throat about something. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I feel like that we can all buy into the propaganda sold to us about who we are and then walk around like something's wrong with us, have a chip on our shoulder, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, no matter who you are. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be even like a minority, I don't believe, to have that, because everyone has stories that have been told to them about who they are. And that's something we all humans have in
And
common.
social media big. Social media is big on that now. Like, as a white female Christian, I do feel somewhat like on the like edge of my seat, waiting for somebody to tell me I'm a horrible person because I'm a white female and I believe in God. Because I think
Yeah.
there's just some there are people out there who are like, they just have big assumptions, I guess. People just have
Yeah.
big assumptions about that.
And yeah, and I think, but what it comes from is all of this bullshit that people are buying into. Like, somebody's out to get them. Somebody is out to hurt you. Oh, the white people are out to hurt the people that aren't white, and the people that aren't white are out to hurt the people that are white, and everyone's like out to get a woman. And this, like, there's just so much bullshit. And I think, like, I'm raising a white soon to be man.
Blonde headed,
Yeah.
white as white can be.
Yeah. And you know what? He's a good ass person. And he, I'm sure, will make mistakes like everyone on planet Earth does. But, I've said this to you before, and I can't remember if we've actually talked about openly on the podcast or not. But we're in a culture now where it's okay to discriminate against white people. And I don't care if that's a popular thing to say or not.
It's because there's an assumption, like, just because you're born white, there's this big assumption that we
Yeah.
don't have to do anything. We can just go in anywhere and get a job, and we don't have to make that hard decisions. And, we don't work for our money. And there's just like a lot of big assumptions, or like, we've never had it hard.
Right.
There's so many big assumptions.
But it's like, don't tell me that I haven't had it hard. Okay. Like, I know what I've been through in my life. I know the shit I've been through. And I know that I have on purpose not played a victim to it. And I've on purpose done my work to heal my trauma. Like, being raped and traumatized over and over as a kid, and like having all these things, that is no less impactful because I'm white, and being discriminated against for jobs. And like, literally, I remember one of the first jobs I applied for out of college. Literally, the man looked at me. It was at Centos in Huntington, West Virginia. And the man looked at me and said that I was qualified and all of this, but he absolutely would not hire me because I'm a woman, and a woman doesn't have any place to work there. He said that out loud to me.
Why did he interview you? That doesn't even make any sense. Why did he interview you?
Right, exactly. But my thing is that I think, it's like even little subtle things. Like, I had someone say to me, and it's someone I love, by the way. So I'm not, like, I shouldn't say I love her. I'm not like best friends with her, but I really like this person. Anytime we talk, it's so fun. We get each other, I feel like. But a Black woman said to me, because I wear Jordans a lot, and she was like, oh, look at you and your Jordans. Oh, and you know how to, that's wild. Like, you know how to wear them. You know how to lace them. Oh. And I was like, why is that wild? And it's literally was said because I'm a white woman.
I don't even look at like maybe, and it's just me, and I'm not like a big Jordan shoe wearer, so I don't know all the nuances with it. But I did not know that that's what people went around looking at to be like, oh, I can accept you now because you lace your shoes right. Like,
Right. Like
I
who
didn't
gives a
know
shit?
that was a thing. You
But
can't
my
accept me
point,
just because I'm a vegan.
right, but my point is, can you imagine if I said that, if that was reversed and I said something like that to her, that would not be acceptable. But
Yeah.
I didn't get mad about it. Like, that's not my point. My point is that it's just, I think everyone needs to have a little more grace and like just take people like at their best and be like I joked around with her about it because it's fine. Like, I don't, that's fine. Culturally, we all have things, you know, the way we were raised or taught or brought up with or whatever that are important to us. And we should be able to say stuff
Yeah.
like that to
Like
people
traditions,
lightheartedly.
traditions, and
Yeah, and lightheartedly, we should be able to be like, oh, you know how to make some fried chicken too. Okay. You know, I grew up making fried chicken, whatever. I don't even make it anymore, but I'm just saying, like, but I think we've gotten to this place, and I think Orion, to bring it back to the show, he definitely is walking around, like you said, like, oh, well, everyone's out to like get me. They better accept my culture. And if someone says anything, and this is his wife, who is a black woman, and literally his assumption was that she was like a bad person for just say like noticing the color of his skin.
it was like really just obnoxious. And I think the experts put them together because they both love their culture, and that was something
Yes,
that was
they
important.
did.
So if you love your culture, I don't know. I just feel like if you love your culture so much, you should just be able to love other people's cultures so much and love other people.
And if you love your culture so much, you are happy with your red skin because it is part, you do have red undertones as an American Indian. That is part of who you are. Celebrate it. Be happy about it. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Like, if your wife notices it, oh my God, I love that you noticed that I have red undertones in my skin. You see me. And
Yeah.
I'm seen for who I am. Wow. Wow. Yes. See me, celebrate me, enjoy me. Why is that? How did we get to a place we turn that negative?
I think he just has, there's just something about him, in my opinion, because then he also, the next episode was mad because she was like, yeah, I just had sex with somebody 2 months ago.
Oh my God.
And then
Yeah.
he was like, well, sex is off the table now. And I'm
I
like,
know he is such a fucking little girl. And I'm saying that. And I know that people are like, oh, great. Now we're calling someone a little girl. I'm just saying,
he
I
just does not have good reactions. He does not have masculine
know that's what I mean when I'm saying that. He just
reactions to
acts.
any of that. Like,
There's no masculine containment. There's no, like, who cares? Who cares if she fucked someone 2 months ago? She didn't even know you. She wasn't engaged to you. She didn't know that she was being chosen for the show. Maybe she has like a fuck buddy that she would hook up with. Who cares?
yeah, he didn't
Do
really ask
that.
any details or get curious about it. He just got real grumpy about it. Like, lots of judgment there. Like, he was superior
Yeah.
because he knew, he was going to be on the show or
Oh.
whatever. And
Oh my God.
but
Wait, I wrote it down.
you can't not live your life though, because at any point you could not make it on the show. They could change their minds. Like, you could be cut as a couple. So
Yeah.
why are you just going to sit home in the dark
Right. Well,
until after
see,
they tell you?
okay. So this is what he said. I wrote it down because I was like, like gag me with a fucking spoon. He sounded like such a girl when he said this. And I don't care. Like, I just don't think this is cute when boys say this. Okay.
Okay, tell me.
He was like, and it was the way he said it too. Like, it wasn't like this masculine, like, I have boundaries and I have boundaries for myself because I'm masculine and this is what I'm doing. It was like, he was like, well, and he, you know how he's so like, just his mannerisms, everything to me are feminine. And he was like, I know my worth. I just don't want to hand myself out. Like, that's why he's like, I haven't been having sex
Married,
because I know my worth and I don't want to hand myself out. And I'm like,
but you're married, and you don't know that she was just handing herself out. That's the thing I
right,
don't understand
that's what
that.
I
Like,
mean. And like, so if someone is having sex with people they don't know their worth, like, listen, I've had sex with people before. Like, I remember specifically, like, plenty of times that there were people in my life that I would like hook up with. And it wasn't because I didn't know my worth or my value. Like, I totally did. I was good friends with them. I enjoyed spending time with them, whatever. And there was nothing diminishing or degrading about it. It's just what I wanted to
yeah,
do. And so, like, there were just, again, all these assumptions he made about her, and he wouldn't even have the conversation. He just immediately was like, then sex is off the table. And when right before that, okay, he's acting like, oh, well, I have built up quite the collection of sex toys. So, and then she's like, oh, you have a big collection. And he's like, well, I have like probably less than five. And then he's like, I don't have a red room or anything. And she's like, oh, well, we could have a red room in our house. We could do that. And I'm just sitting there, first of all, grossed out by the whole conversation. But I mean, I love a good sex talk, but between them, it just felt icky.
I don't love any of that. Like, I don't love any of that. It's like people just make, and he makes a lot of assumptions. People
Yeah.
just make assumptions that that's what is like important to somebody or what
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
wants or whatever. I'm sorry if I was on a date with anybody and that is something they're bringing up to me, I just couldn't. I would just be like, okay, especially a man. Like, I know that that's probably judgmental or whatever, but it's not masculine to me if a man is talking to me about his sex toys. Like, I
Hmm.
don't find that masculine, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Like, that's just not something that would attract me or be attractive to me
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
in a situation like that.
tell me what you find, because I'm now thinking of something, but tell me of like, if a man, like, let's say you were in that situation and you got married and you were on vacation with him, like your honeymoon,
Yeah.
what kind of, how could he bring sex up to you, or what kind of things could he say about sex that you would find masculine?
Gosh, I don't know. You're going to make me think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, like, it doesn't, it's not even talking about it, I guess. Like, it's more of like the connection and the feelings and the emotions. And like,
Mhm.
if we're out to dinner and you're like taking good care of me, or if you put your hand on my leg or you touch my arm or my shoulder or
Mhm.
whatever, like, it's more of that. That's more of an attraction to me than like talking about that or like a kiss or whatever. Like, I think just the way it was discussed in that moment was just, there was nothing sexy about it. Like,
Mhm.
and I just get annoyed or irritated or whatever sometimes with men who are like, they just think they've got it. They just think they know, and they're just going to be able to do whatever to any woman, and it's just going to be fantastic. Like,
Mhm.
big assumption there, buddy, because all women are like, I feel like that is one of the most diverse things about a woman is like her preferences, how
Yeah.
she enjoys things, what she likes. I don't think I've ever talked to another female in my life that has been like, yeah, I agree. That's how I like it. That's what I want to do. Like, never have I ever met a woman who is exactly designed the way I am when it comes to sex. Like,
Yeah.
it's just such a diverse thing. And like, I don't know. I don't like the bragging aspect. I feel like men who brag are just not genuine, and they're just arrogant, and like I just don't get into that. I don't get into that. And so many men brag. Like they'll just throw it in there. Like you'll be having a conversation and they just have to throw in just how
Right.
wonderful they are, how special they are, just how many they have. Like
Yeah.
whatever. It just
Well,
doesn't
that's
do much for
also
me.
like, to me, gross because it's also that's feminine energy, like wanting attention. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying
Mm-hmm.
men shouldn't ever get attention from women, but it's like, okay, that's very attention seeking behavior. And that is the feminine aspect of a man. And I love masculine men who like want to put their attention on me. I want to be the like feminine and the girl in the relationship. I like that.
Yeah.
And also, though, wasn't Orion was the one at the bachelor party that was like going on and on about his girth certificate. Like, okay, buddy,
He would,
whatever. You
he
got
would
a
have
dick.
to. He would have to. Honestly, as girly as he is, he'd have to have something going for him. Like one
Yeah,
thing going for him
yeah.
that
I'm
makes
like,
him more masculine.
right.
That would not surprise me, to be honest
But
with you. It would make sense because it would be like, okay, this is where your masculinity lies, is right there. That's it.
right. But it's like,
Just this side.
but I also think it's like, why do you I don't know. Like there's just something about him that is weird. And I will tell you, like, I've been with like different men with different, obviously, they're all different
Yeah.
anatomically. Wait, is that the right word? Yeah, anatomically. And um, that, like, it's not necessarily like good or bad. Um, but I guess like just walking around like you're so, oh yeah, like I'm so girthy. Well, okay, that's not always a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like the way he goes about a lot of things, but I also do agree with you. Like, I think when men are really masculine in like the way they take care of me, the way they treat me, even like
Yeah.
the way they put their hands on me, or like specifically like when you want a man to like touch you, even if it's just his hand on your low back, or when he takes your hand or whatever, like there is something in that that can be so sexy. And I guess I admittedly am not a big like toys person. Like I'm just not, for me, I just feel like vibrators like desensitize. I know that a lot of big sex educators would completely disagree with me, but like that is my personal experience. So you can't convince me otherwise. Like I'm not a fan. Um
Find it like, I mean, I just think what's more masculine or attractive than just being with just your person? Like,
yeah.
I don't need other things. Like I've never really had a desire to do anything extra, like ever. It's never been a thing for me. I just what's more attractive than just being with the person you're with?
Yeah, and I think their presence, like for me, I'm real about connection and presence and like being in that moment like together. So I think sometimes with people who I know who do like to use a lot of toys, it's almost like they want to get as high as they can get. in an experience, but it's almost like being on a drug. Because it does actually, like porn does this too. It like hijacks your pleasure centers in your brain.
Hmm.
And then having like one-on-one connection with someone over time can be more like difficult to get pleasure from because you've desensitized yourself in your brain. Like your pleasure centers are now like it takes way more to get you to orgasm or to get
Yeah.
you to the same level of deep pleasure. And so I'm all about true pleasure, which is deep and connecting and in your body and grounded in. It's not like taking me out of my body to experience something. It's really being in my body to experience it. And so for me, that means, a lot of like, I don't like people who go do ayahuasca. That's fine. That's great for them. I haven't been called to do that, for instance, like even in my spiritual journey, because it's really been grounding it in my body, being so in my body that I don't want a drug to take me out. Um, that's been my personal path in this lifetime. Not to say someone else's path is wrong, but it's the same with sex. To me, sex is very spiritual. It's divine. It's like a pathway to the divine. It's a connection. And so I don't want to be like, just get me as high as you can possibly get me, however that, whatever it takes to get there. And then there's that crash after, like, yuck. So, I mean, it's fine if a guy wanted to be like, oh, I have all these toys, I'll be like, great, but I hope you're ready to get rid of them.
I don't even think I could. I would just, that would probably be enough for me to be like, okay, next.
Curious. I am curious with people, and I mean, the reason I can say all the things I just said about it is because I've asked so many people, ooh, tell me what you love about the toys. Tell me what you love about, whatever, XYZ. And it's always like it just gets me higher, it just gets me the next level. It just gets, and it's like, well, but does that feel like grounded in your body connected, or is it like you're on cocaine?
Yeah.
Um, and to me, there's nothing sexier. Like, I don't know. Like, I just love, yeah, when a man, like, when you're with a man that you are trust and are connected to, and him being the vessel that's like bringing you pleasure.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, Orion, it doesn't surprise me that he would have toys because he's just strange. I just find it strange to like brag about that or like, I don't know. I don't know. He's really lucky he has Lauren because she seems to be very patient and understanding. And she seems to want to be patient and understanding. I am already like, okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Like I
Well,
don't
I think that
honestly, it could be a long season listening to him talk.
I know. Well, I think she's doing the masculine containment and he's doing the feminine stuff. And for me, that isn't cute coming from a man.
No. Hmm.
Yeah. Um, I will tell you what was cute. Well, do you have anything else to say about Lauren and Orion before I say
No.
this?
Uh-uh.
Okay. What I thought was cute, I just looked at my notes and I just made note of it because I just thought it was adorable. When Brennan and Emily were talking, I think it was probably in episode 7, she said something about him being sappy. And he said, like, oh, yeah, this sap. I mean, she was like, where is that? Or something. And he goes, well, It's probably like pointing to his belly. He's like, I think the sap is like over here next to the dessert section. And it just made me laugh because, first of all, it was just
Yeah.
cute and funny, but also when Jagger was little, this is what it made me think of. And I don't know where Jagger got this, but when he was little, he was just like, we were eating dinner and he wasn't done with his dinner, but he was like, I'm ready for dessert. And I said, well, oh, well, are you full? Because like you didn't finish your dinner. And he goes, well, my like regular food section's full, but my dessert section isn't.
I think true is that though. That is so true. I feel that way all the time. I'm full, but
It was so funny. He was like, I'm ready to be done with dinner and have dessert because I needed like I have a dessert section. And
that's hilarious.
it just made me think of that when Brennan said that. I was like, oh my God, he's got a dessert section too. And the sap is right next to it.
It is so fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's cute. I think he and Emily may go the long haul.
Yeah. And Becca and Austin. I think that they'll be okay. The other two, I'm like over it already. I mean, Claire and Cameron are like funny. So I'm like, oh yeah, I used to be like that, or I used to have those problems or whatever. And now I'm like not there. But Orion is just whatever. I'm over it. And I feel bad for Lauren because I feel like she really, really, really has to like be very conscious of her moves and decisions and what she says. But
Oh my God, I know. And who wants to walk on eggshells? Who? Like,
she does.
oh my God. And just, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't love that dynamic. I mean, maybe she's okay with it because maybe she likes, a more feminine man.
Yeah.
Maybe she's comfortable being in that like provider protector role because that's what she's having to do.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see where nine and on takes us because that was like basically the last scene was them arguing about sex. So I'm
Yeah.
really curious to see what happens in nine.
And also, wouldn't it kind of be masculine? I mean, I don't know, like I'm not a man, but I would think it would be masculine to, I mean, I know how I feel as a woman. I do feel like it's masculine when a man like wants me. And so if I was married and my husband was like, well, I'm now taking sex off the table, I would just feel repulsed because
Yeah.
I'm like, I want you to like want me and come after me. And like, I want you to not give a fuck that 2 months ago I didn't know you and I was with someone else because you want me so bad. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And like, you're not intimidated by that. You're not like, oh, well, now she's going to be like comparing me to someone from two. No, like, that's not how it works.
Yeah, I don't understand his deal. And he didn't really express himself well to like make it make sense. Like, oh yeah, that makes sense why you'd be upset.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It does not make any sense.
And it makes me wonder how sexually experienced he is actually because he wants to put on this big, like, acting like he's so sexually experienced. I've got a birth certificate and I've got like sex toys. Oh, yeah. Then why would you be mad about this? Like, it makes me just feel like he's so intimidated.
Maybe it's a competition. Maybe he's upset because in his mind it's a competition and she's, had it more recently or whatever. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's because he decided his worth was so high that he shouldn't be having sex with anyone for the last year and a half.
I can't deal with him.
Anyway, enough about him, I guess. But yeah, I'm curious also to see where it goes. I mean, when 8 ended too, they were like having talks with the experts about if they wanted to get a divorce.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see. Which we have like I looked, I think there's like 20 episodes or something crazy. There's a lot of freaking episodes in this
Wow.
show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just see how far we get. I'm thinking, I mean, it's possible we could even maybe do 3 more because we do that sometimes.
Yeah, I'm feeling 3 this time.
Me too. And I don't even know what they're about. Just intuitively, it feels like a 3 episode kind of week.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll try and do the next 3 and see. Plus we have some other things like in the works that I'm excited to get to. So I'm kind of more motivated to be like, all right, let's get through this because
Yeah, for
what's
sure.
coming is really
Yes.
okay. It was fun. We will talk to you guys next
All
week.
right. Peace out, everybody.